Welcome back. Ukrainian cities under attack for a sixth day this morning. President Zelensky accusing Moscow now of war crimes after a residential area in the country's second largest city was bombed. This as a 40-mile-long Russian convoy closes in on the capital city of Kyiv right now. Mike Tobin is live on the ground in Lviv with more. Mike, good morning to you. What can you tell us?
And Maria, well, good morning. That residential area you're talking about is in the town of Kharkiv, which is the second largest city in the Ukraine. Show you dramatic video from there, and that's a direct hit on the regional administration building. It looks like it could be Iskander rocket that was used, or Iskander missile that was used to strike this target. And locals are telling us quite possibly they believe this was an attempt to assassinate some regional leaders. But this town of Kharkiv it really came under unrelenting and indiscriminate rocket fire. The number of civilians injured, civilian casualties, I should say, are in the dozens. Also in this town of Kharkiv, allegations that a cluster bomb was used. What a cluster bomb is, it's a weapon that releases bomblets up high and spreads out over about the size of a football field. This is illegal in many countries because you can't control who gets hit by the bomblets that come out of there. Also, those bomblets don't always explode, and they can be found, say, by a child years later and blow up then. To the west of Kharkiv, Otirka is the town. There's a military base there. That military base took a direct hit from some Russian artillery. It said that 70 Ukrainian soldiers were killed in that particular strike. To the far south of the country, Kherson, we're watching a pitched battle there. The focus of that battle is a bridge that stretches over the Dnieper River. That bridge of key importance because it connects the mainland with the Crimean Peninsula. You know, since 2014, the Russians have been fortifying their position on the Crimean Peninsula. This would be an attempt to get their weapons and supplies up across that river and head north where they can make contact with other troops. This is a key importance, as are all the coastal towns that really seem to be in play right now because they create access to the water, access to the supplies. Beyond that, all eyes are on this convoy, now said to be 40 miles long, coming down from the Belarus border to the capital city of Kiev. Not much new information. We just know that the convoy is in motion. Also, we have heard that attack helicopter units are to the north across the border in Belarus, as well as supplemental infantry. Maria.
Mike, tell us more about that tool, that weapon, an international criminal court launching the investigation because of that illegal vacuum bomb during the invasion. What is it distributing in the air?
Well, what it does is it creates, the vacuum bomb creates an intensely hot explosion. It's said to have the ability to vaporize people, destroy your internal organs, and that's why it's an illegal weapon, simply because it is so brutal and it removes the casualties. So your casualty numbers couldn't necessarily be counted, and if there were civilian casualties and they get vaporized, well, then they don't appear on the record. So that is an illegal weapon. The cluster bomb is an illegal weapon. Firing indiscriminately with the multiple launch rockets system, that would be a war crime. So there's a lot to bring to the international courts in the event that happens.
Unbelievable. Mike, thanks very much. We'll keep following your reporting. Mike Tobin on the ground live this morning.